All right. We are live. Okay. Hold on. We are live on... Let me make sure I see you, and then I'm going to share it. I can't see you yet. There we go. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me just share this on Facebook. Technical difficulties, everyone.
That's long.
Hi, all. Think About It Thursdays is now live on YouTube.
Later today, I just have a couple of options for the poem.
Thanks for inviting me, Lizzie. This is so wonderful.
Oh my gosh. You know what?
This is, it's just like to be a guest is just an honor. It is an absolute honor.
Okay, let's see if people start to join YouTube. You should share it now, although I tagged you.
I don't necessarily see it. Hold on, it's kind of coming up.
Okay, then
I don't see it. But I think I may have to get past a whole bunch of like things on here, right?
Here, in the chat, I'm gonna give you the link to YouTube. There it is. Okay, hi everybody. We're gonna get it.
But it
together.
doesn't come up on our Facebook page.
Because I'm about to post it on our.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's on yours.
Yes. It's on mine. Think About It Thursdays. Now live on YouTube with a weird picture of me. Join now. Sorry.
So do I share now or share to my story now?
Share now. But the one that I just... okay, Karen says she's on. Karen, you better have your questions ready for Ask the Rabbi. Karen, if you hear us, can you write something in the little chat on the right so we know that you're there? And anybody else there, we're trying to test out this chat feature. Hi, everyone. Let us know you're here. All right. Let's wait until somebody responds. There are 2 people watching right now.
Whoa, that's a lot. It's my mother and your father.
And Karen.
I should send my parents. I should send my parents like the link. I don't even know if they'd ever see it.
Yeah, they would. Actually, I'm going to send the people who aren't on Facebook the link that have been emailing me right now. Where did they go? Here they are. Show. Okay. Click this link to...
What is this called? Think About It Thursdays?
This is called Think About Thursdays. It's called Technological Thursdays, actually. See, now there are 4 people. If you can type in the chat box on the right who you are so that we know we're not sitting here by ourselves, that would be a really great thing. I mean, we could, I hate when, if you want to chat, it's asking me to set up an account. Karen, you need to set up an account on YouTube.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, I think we press record on this session. I'm about to press record because guess what? We can record this and post it after, and we can just start. And let's see if anybody's reacting. Yes.
So how does this work? I'm supposed to ask you a whole bunch of personal questions, and you just try to think about it?
I'm supposed to ask you a whole bunch of questions.
Oh.
And okay, so where are you? Here you are. All right, everybody, welcome to Think About It Thursdays. You know, at least I have a compassionate, empathetic rabbi who would deal with me deciding all of a sudden that we should go to YouTube. But I do have to say Facebook would not let us stream to Facebook, so that's why we're sitting here right now, of course, on the day that Rabbi Aaron is here. So I am hoping that you can see us. If you can see us and you have questions, you could even email me, cantorweiss@tbh.org, your questions, because I have my phone and I'll be checking them. So if you're a new viewer, and by the way, if you follow YouTube, you would get an alert that says Temple Manual is live now. So
do you want me to anticipate, and I could just answer a couple of questions before anyone even asks?
That would
I
be.
think I can. So
Okay. What do you think people are gonna
first
ask?
question is, the answer is yes. So the first question, yeah, I know you didn't know that. Second question, wait. 1975 is the answer to the second question.
I'm trying to figure out what that would be the answer to.
Actually, 74 would be the answer.
See, this
I
is
think
where
that's
people try
very easy to figure out,
to
actually.
guess your age.
Well, no, I was not.
74?
I wish I was born in
Listen,
74.
that was not the year you were born. That is not
No.
the year you graduated. Oh, your bar mitzvah?
Thank you.
All right, people officially know that you're not 48 years old.
Exactly.
All right,
Ooh, that
Jay,
would be so
Jay
nice.
Aldahaf, thank you for joining. He is one of my sister's congregants, and you are using YouTube. We know it's working now. So great. We're gonna start Ask the Rabbi. However, you never know with Rabbi Jonathan and Aaron, but because
I've prepared some things to think about as well. So you can shoot with questions, and then I have a couple things for you too.
Oh wait, Karen says, "Oh, she got the answer. She texted me that 74 was your bar mitzvah."
How come I don't see all that? I don't
because
see
Karen
any of it.
well, if you go to YouTube,
Yeah,
and
I'm on
the right
the YouTube.
side,
I'm on YouTube.
on the right side, do you see where I wrote, "Hi everyone, let us know you're here"? And then
No, I don't see that.
Oh, you don't? You got to open the chat window on the right side.
I don't know how to do that. Mine just says up next on the right side. How do I open a chat window?
Top chat. I don't know. Mine is already open. Maybe on the top right. Oh, pop out chat. There's the 3 little dots.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Nope. It says report and add translations.
All right. So first of all, if you're on and you want to either in the chat window start to write your questions for the rabbi, you can do that. If you are on and don't have the ability to chat, send me an email, cantorweiss@tbh.org, and I will ask your questions. Although I'm hearing that Rabbi Aaron has lots of questions for me, which is not how this was supposed to go. Lisa Field, the Shapiros are on. The Shapiro family of 6 are on.
We can begin.
We can officially. We miss you guys, and we hope you're doing well. I really have not seen your faces. Like we need a Shapiro Zoom call.
You know, David could bring some food by to us. He hasn't brought me any food.
You know, speaking of that, David Shapiro, you know, we could really use him to cook for people because David Shapiro is one of the best. Well, he's a baker. He makes really good cupcakes.
Oh, here we go. I'm there now. Jay. Hi, Jay. I don't know you.
Okay, first of all, even though Rabbi Aaron's sitting there in a sweatsuit with a picture of, I don't know, is that Jerusalem behind you?
It actually, I bought it in Jerusalem in the Cardo, if you've ever been to the Cardo.
Of course.
And the name of the artist is Victor Jerusalem, who I've tried to look up.
Yes,
and you know what's funny about this is this painting when I first saw it didn't have the clouds and didn't have, like, you can see there's dots in the houses and stuff. It didn't have any of that. And I came in, I'm like, oh my God, look at those amazing colors. I said, I have to have that painting. So I buy the painting, it's shipped to me, and all of a sudden there's like clouds in the sky and dots on the, I didn't know that. It was pretty cool before that.
But you didn't notice it, or they added it after you bought the painting?
He wasn't done with the painting when I went into the little room there. He's not there. He's not there anymore. I can't find him. Victor Jerusalem.
I thought you were gonna say that your amazing artist mom added in the clouds and the.
No. But most of the other art in my house is my mom's, actually.
I know. We should do a display. Actually, Brian and Lisa Fortman, if you are here, you should show your ketubah because. It is by far the most.
Oh, their ketubah, yeah.
Their ketubah. That is the most gorgeous thing.
Here, I'm going to show you something cool that my mom does.
Okay.
She does these. she does these very cool paper cuts. And she did this one. This is the Hebrew
Wow.
alphabet. There's Aleph and Bet and Gimel. So
Wow.
she does these, and it's funny because my sister-in-law is also an artist, and so she made those too, but she's Korean, so she has one in English, one in Hebrew, and one in Korean letters, just like that in their home. It's pretty cool.
All right. When Dorothy Salkin sees this later, I'm emailing her. We are live. So this is kind of nice because people who don't have Facebook can join us on YouTube. We'll have to get feedback later. Unfortunately, Facebook doesn't give you the "we are live" thing when you stream to YouTube, but we're trying our best, everyone. Technology is sometimes our friend and just sometimes not our friend.
It says 7 people are watching us.
Well, we were at 10, so we better. Oh, Lisa says David's been cooking up a storm. Place your order.
Do I look undernourished?
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. This is Rabbi Jonathan Aaron, and he is the senior rabbi at Temple Emmanuel Beverly Hills. And what year did you start at Temple Emmanuel?
1996.
1996. Was that before or after I joined?
That was actually before you joined, wasn't it?
Nope. Funny enough, I do not have any recollection of Temple Emmanuel without you. But
That's right. Yeah. So, well, actually, between 95, if you joined in 95, they actually didn't have an assistant rabbi for that 1 year.
So I've talked about this before, but we joined because of the 94 earthquake. So that was in January of 94. So we joined in September when we moved to Beverly Hills of 94.
I think the Rabbi Hunting was the assistant rabbi, and then Shapiro, may he rest in peace, was the cantor.
That's right.
And then Doug Kotler was the cantor for my first year in 96.
Yes, and my bat mitzvah was in 97, and so all of his music, like Listen and Standing on the Shoulders, was very much a part of my bat mitzvah service.
I don't remember.
Rabbi Aaron did do our B'nai Mitzvah along with every other clergy in the world. And my grandfather, who asked Rabbi Aaron for
Tylenol or something, didn't he?
Yeah, Tylenol in the middle of the service. Okay, So Rabbi Aaron went to Hebrew Union College. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in West Hartford, Connecticut.
Oh my gosh, hold on, we have to pause. I just got a message that it is Sherry Goldstein's birthday, and she is watching. So before we move on, Sherry, our amazing executive clergy, not secretary, what do you call her? Amazing
administrative assistant. We don't use the word secretary.
Yeah, anymore. It's her birthday, so let's try and do a Zoom sing together. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday.
Why are we going so slow?
Because we can't sync otherwise. You can't sing. Sherry, this is going to be the funniest happy birthday you've ever heard. We're going to sing it normally, and it's going to be like blah, 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 blah. You ready?
That's it. Ready.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sherry. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sherry. Oh, and Marta found us. Oh, all these people are finding us. I'm so happy.
Oh my God, 11 people. This is actually more than show up for a typical Passover service.
The over-under on this is just
13. 13's the over-under.
Okay, we hit 13. No, but we end up getting a lot of people. All right. So, Rabbi Aaron, let's go back.
Her actually and tell her to get on. I'm going to call her.
Yeah, you should just I'm going to
call her.
I know, but you got to give her the link. Here, I just texted it to you. Look at how into our family we are. Hold on one second, guys. Also, just as a public service announcement, start to think of the questions that your burning questions for Rabbi Aaron. I have some. Apparently, he has some very interesting trivia, which we
Hey,
have to get.
why don't you go on my Facebook page and press this thing we're doing from probably till about 11 o'clock. You can send messages to me. No, right now,
Right
I'm
now,
live
we're
now.
live.
Everybody in the universe is listening to me talking to you. So go on to my Facebook page. It says Thursdays with
Think about it Thursdays.
Think about it Thursdays with Lizzie. You'll see our picture, but it's on YouTube. So you just press on the link. It'll take you to YouTube.
All right.
All right. We're going to see if they can figure this out. My dad's 91, so sometimes it doesn't work. Yeah. All right. You guys right? All right.
The next question.
I'll stay with you. Go ahead. All right. Bye.
The next question I was going to say is, how old is your dad?
91. Wait a minute. What year is it? 2020?
Yep, 2020.
Yeah.
Sharon Baumgold is here. Sharon, my burning question for you is, what does Polas437 mean? You'll have to answer because I see you on YouTube with that username all the time, and I never know what it is. All right, so Rabbi Aaron came to Temple Emmanuel in 1996 after graduating from Hebrew Union College. How many siblings do you have?
I have 2 older brothers.
Are they taller than you?
One is taller than me. He's about 6'4", although maybe not now. We're all probably about a half inch to an inch shorter now than we were years ago. But he's 6'4", and his name's Richard. And my other brother, David, he's shorter. He's 5'10", 5'11". I'm like 6'2". I'm 6'1" now.
Okay.
I've shrunk.
Now, I think because of our time constraints, because normally we have an hour, but now we have 35 minutes, I'm going to release you and let you...
I can go home?
No. I'm going to let you talk about all the things that you prepared, because that's the kind of rabbi he is. I asked him to be on Think About It Thursdays where we would ask him questions, and instead he came up with things to ask us.
Well, I can do that, but what about don't people in the 11 people watching, don't they have any questions that they want to ask?
They're gonna get warmed up. So Marta and Jay and Karen, Sharon. Oh, first of all,
her legal name is Pola Sharon. Huh. So it's Pola Sharon for the numerical part of my street address.
Okay, well, I'll never forget that. Or remember it, I don't know.
I will forget that immediately.
Okay, I'm going to ask you one question.
Okay.
That my best friend Jessica recommended, and then, all right, what is it like working from home with your whole family there to bother you?
My family does not bother me, and basically, our home has turned into 2 things. It is a 1-room schoolhouse. Because I have one child who actually just finished her freshman year at Michigan. Go Blue. And
funny fact, my nephew's going there next year, so we'll have family there. Yes.
And it's also a TV studio, because there are some days where we have like 4 different programs that are recorded in our home, including my wife. If anyone's interested in joining yoga, she does chair yoga for people that can't do regular yoga or want something a little less strenuous. Mm-hmm. And I've been doing my meditation every single day at 5:30 to 6 from Monday to Thursday on Facebook Live. Yep. So, and when we're preparing stuff for services, we're preparing this to go here and there. So literally it's like a recording studio And
the rest of the time you just sleep, right? Like you have no meetings.
Yeah, exactly. I nap. I nap a lot.
Wait, so you nap and then you just do meditation?
I nap, I wake up, I meditate for a half hour, and then I go back to sleep.
Wow, that's
pretty much my day.
It's an amazing job. Wow.
Yeah.
If people only knew the amount of hours that you spent on screen like this.
I don't want people to think, by the way, that I believe in ghosts. This is a minor league rookie baseball team, and Bruce Corwin took me to their opening. This is in Casper, Wyoming. So that's why it's called the Ghosts, because it's Casper, like the friendly ghost, although that does not look like Casper if you see that picture there.
No.
Yeah, so I don't believe in ghosts. It's a minor league baseball team. And I'm running
Well,
low
I
on
believe in
t-shirts.
ghosts. Interesting. Okay, so first of all, Sherry, who controls Jonathan's calendar, says he has no time.
What does that mean?
Meaning you don't sleep all day and then do meditation. We all know
I want
that.
to know if my mother was able to come on. That's all that I care about.
All right. Well, somebody needs to call Marian Aaron and ask
I'm
her.
going to call her.
You're gonna call her. Okay, and then also, wait, your house.
I can answer questions.
Okay, hold on. It's very important for him to call his 90-year-old mother. Actually,
She's not 90 yet.
oh, she's not 90 yet.
Did you find it? You went out to Facebook?
No, just text her the link right now. I just texted.
She doesn't. My mother doesn't text.
Email her the link that I just sent you. This is riveting.
I can't tell her these things 2 seconds before. I should put the sound of her. Hold on.
You send me a link I can hook on.
Okay, so you want me to send you a link?
Wait, I'm gonna text
you have to email the list. Don't text it. Email it to me and I'll forward it to
right.
you.
In the
Okay, Mom, you'll get it in a minute.
As we're writing to Rabbi Aaron's mother, I'm gonna ask you one more question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Sharon says, where is Amos? This is not Ask the Cantor. This is, but I'll show you Amos in a minute. He's under the table. Jessica says, what's the first thing you look forward to once being set free? And I'm going to email you the link as you're answering.
What am I looking forward to? You know, I think most of all, it's just going to be so nice to just be around people and be able to talk to people face to face and feel their energy. I miss human energy, even though, you know, I have my family around and my children have an incredible energy, and it's been so great to just be with the family. And I'm so blessed that we all get along because I know it can be hard. You know, I think it's really that. It's like getting out and kind of, you know, it's like I haven't seen my guys at Starbucks. You don't know, the people that don't know me don't know I'm really like a creature of habit.
You miss your Starbucks people.
I miss going to the same store, the same time. I go in there, they're like, hey, Jonathan, how are you? And they know me, they know how I like my coffee, the whole thing. I mean, I've saved thousands of dollars in the last month because I make my own coffee here.
Lisa says, how are Adina and Sela handling the abrupt ending of the normal school year?
You know, I think it's been hard on everybody. I think it's been hard on everyone, but you know, they're human beings, understand that you need to adapt to survive. And that's what all of us are doing. We're all adapting. Like when we sit there and we say, oh my God, it's so hard. I have to be in my house for 7 weeks. It's like 97% of this country is in their house for 7 weeks. So my problem, it helps me that I know my problems are the same as my neighbor and the guy across the street and all of that. So, and I think they have that attitude too. They understand it's temporary. I'm the one who feels bad. Like I went up to Adina last week. It was her last class, like real class to meet, and then finals and all that. And I'm like, wow, you know, tonight you'd have had so much fun in Michigan. It's like, you know, the last day of classes is such a great day. And I feel horrible that she's missed out on that. I feel worse.
Yeah.
Because I know what she's missing. Like one semester of her freshman year of college, she had to be home. So, I mean, I've tried to basically stay away from her and pretend like I was not here.
Like she's still at college.
Yeah. It's like, if you want to stay up all night, go ahead. You know, you can pull it all nighter. I did actually, it was my sophomore year. I pulled my first all nighter.
Me too. I was just about to ask you, when did you pull your first all nighter?
Sophomore year. I did horribly on the thing I studied for that night too. So I never did it again.
Okay.
You got to go to sleep like 3 or 4 in the morning. You can't do it all night.
Without being scandalous, I'll tell you the worst thing I ever did in college. Not did, but like in terms of education, if you'll tell me. Okay. So
Oh.
I had this class called,
You think I remember that far back?
yeah, I don't know. I went to UC Irvine, and the academic the breadth requirements is what they're called. Um, and then I'll have another question for you. Who is Kyle? May I join the call to support your arguments? I don't know who that is. Are we arguing? Um, but anyways, there was a class I went to. It was like a science class, but I actually never went to it. Like I just did the work on, like you never had to attend. So I was late to the finals because I couldn't find the classroom where the class had been the entire semester. By the way, I got an A, but that was a pretty bad academic thing.
I have a great academic story, but it wasn't me, but I'll say it's me. So I took this philosophy class, and I'm hanging out in some guy's room in the morning, and someone comes in and says, "Hey, we have our philosophy midterm today. Are you coming?" And literally had never gone to this class. Go to the class, take the entire test. I don't go the next week because I'm like, I don't want to be embarrassed and get the test back and see that I got like an F on this, right? So go to the class the following week, and the teacher's like, "Oh, is there anyone here who didn't get their grades from last week? Would you like your grades?" So, sir, I didn't get my grades. So the teacher's like, "What's your name?" And they say, Jonathan Aaron. It's not me. This is not a story about me. Okay, just
right. He's
Aaron,
asking
don't
right
get
now.
worried. Yeah. So I said, "Jonathan Aaron," and he looks down at the sheet and looks up and goes, 100%. And then goes on. Every single answer right. Every answer right.
I want to know who that story is about.
Mhm.
Okay, here's a question.
I'm not telling.
Even though Rabbi Aaron has some questions. I think this is Marta, MW Media, says, what do you find yourself most grateful for during this pandemic?
Having a job.
Amen.
I really am. I'm unbelievably fortunate because, first of all, I have colleagues that have had to take, huge pay cuts, some of them furloughed. A lot of people in our congregation aren't working right now. I mean, I have that. I have my health. I have my family. I mean, I literally have nothing to complain about. I really don't, except, the people that work for me. I complain mostly about them.
I'm very aware. Okay, Rabbi Jonathan Aaron. He has prepared some weird facts, apparently. I think he's worried about whether his mother has joined. Are you looking to see?
No, I just emailed her.
Okay, great.
Okay, I thought that I could give. I have a couple things. I'd like to start with the idea of keeping kosher. I'm going to name an animal, and I want you to tell me, or our viewing audience, although we'd have to pause so much to do that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how long the delay is.
And I want you to tell me kosher or not kosher. It's really easy.
Okay.
Shall we begin?
We shall begin. I would love to know how long our delay is. Should we count? Let's do this. This is what we're gonna do so that we know how long to wait. I'm gonna say delay, go, and you and I are gonna start counting. Sharon Baumgold, we are gonna count on you that the minute that you hear the word delay, go, you're gonna say, "There's the delay," and then we'll know. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, delay. 1, 2, 3,
Asian.
4.
How's it going?
5, 6, 7.
Sharon,
Sharon, you're already commenting. That means it's done?
Oh,
Here's the delay. Oh, that was less than 10 seconds. That's awesome.
Like I said, 10 second. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Michelle, do you want to say hi?
Michelle can come say hi in a minute. I have to do my trivia. Here we
It
go.
looks like Kyle told us it's less than 7 seconds is what it is.
Great. Here we go. First, is it permissible to eat a Japanese quail? Kosher or not kosher?
Oh, look, there's Sue Brucker. She's on.
Sue, can you eat Japanese quail?
Sue, the trivia is Japanese quail
Kosher or
Kosher.
not? Yes or no? It's like kosher, not kosher. Lizzie, give me your answer. Japanese quail.
I think it's kosher.
Yeah.
You got anyone answering?
Sharon says kosher. Sherry says kosher. Sue Brucker says kosher.
They're absolutely right. It is totally kosher.
Jay says
How
kosher.
about
Okay.
how about a turtle dove? A turtle dove.
that
Can
just
you eat a little bitty turtle dove?
Well, the real question would be if we know that a Japanese quail is kosher, why would a dove not be kosher? Quail's like a flying duck. Let's see. Sharon says kosher. Marta says kosher.
I want to know, does Sharon have Leviticus 11 up in front of her or something like that?
She always has Leviticus 7. Right.
11, I think it's 11. It's part of Shemini. Okay, it is indeed kosher. Now, this is the coronavirus question for kashrut. Can you eat a bat?
Oh, yeah. Like I agree, Michelle.
I know.
So Jay said that the turtle dove is kosher, but why in the world would you want to eat a turtle dove?
Okay, I'll give you that.
Dawn Powers says more s'mores.
S'mores is not a bat.
All right.
What about a bat?
Jay, no on the bat is
No
what-
on the bat is correct. You can't eat a bat. Come on.
And tell us, because they're scavengers. Why can't you eat a bat?
I just have a list. I just have a list.
Wait, excuse me.
I think it's quite obvious why you shouldn't eat a bat. Would you like to eat a bat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait,
Oops.
Michelle or Sheila, I think you should say hi to this thunderous crowd.
Michelle can come in a minute. She's
Okay.
busy right now. All
right,
right. Can you eat?
Oh, she says, Sue says they will infect you with coronavirus.
Exactly. How about an eagle? Can you eat an eagle?
Why would you want to eat an eagle?
I'm just. This is Think About It Thursdays. I want people to think about it.
Sharon wants to remind us that you can't eat mammals that do not chew their cud. You can eat anything as long as you have enough willpower.
A bird doesn't eat it.
Eagle.
A bird
Sharon says an
doesn't
eagle is
do
okay.
that.
Sharon says eagle okay.
An eagle is not okay. Eagle not okay.
I think eagles
Eagle,
are
no.
scavengers.
Do
I
not
think that's
eat.
why. Eagle is a bird of prey.
All right, I
Is
have
that
one
why?
last one then.
Okay.
Yes, it's a bird of prey.
Okay.
Salamander. Can you eat a salamander?
Oh, I'm just losing my appetite right now.
sorry.
A salamander.
Can you eat a salamander?
These
You know those cute little salamanders that
Yeah,
like.
but these don't really go with the typical laws of like.
Yeah, well, if I said steak, it would be a rather easy answer.
No. Sharon at least says no to a salamander.
Sharon is incorrect. I've stumped Sharon, and I'm so happy. You can eat a salamander. You can eat a salamander. You can eat locust.
Wait, according to kashrut?
Yes, you can eat grasshopper.
Also, Sharon is so funny. Sharon, you might have to be one of my guests on Think About It
Oh
Thursday.
my God.
She
Here's
said-
Michelle.
I don't think you
Michelle.
should eat any of these things.
Michelle says, Sharon says, if they don't sell it at Trader Joe's, I don't eat it.
Actually, I believe
Tell
they
her
have a
mother.
salamander section at Trader Joe's.
Oh, Michelle,
eat soup.
wait, tell us, Michelle, she went away.
She left. She's busy.
All right, that was it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now I have some more. I wanted to give you 3 pieces of actually, no, this I want to stay on animals for a second. Okay. The national animal of Scotland is either the black-headed hawk,
Oh, I see.
the Loch Ness monster, the unicorn, or the round-horned ram. Which is it?
Wait, of which place did you say again? I already forgot.
Scotland. Right.
Unicorn.
It's a country on the other side of the Atlantic. Do you know where the Atlantic is? Growing up in Los Angeles your whole life?
It's that way.
Correct. So the national animal of Scotland, this is true, is either the black-headed hawk, the
Okay,
Loch Ness
so-
Monster, the unicorn, or the round-horned ram?
Okay, so Sharon says Loch Ness Monster. Karen and Sue say the unicorn. Jay says I'll go with the Loch Ness. Sherry says unicorn.
It indeed is the unicorn.
Oh, and Marta, you got it in just in time. You were right too.
It's a unicorn.
The unicorn. Okay. Also, where's Sue? Sue, she said, look at my answer about the salmon. Well, first of all, Sharon said salmon section, not salamander section.
Oh, thank you, Sue.
No, that was Sharon. Sue,
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and Sharon would just like to note that you stumped her again because she thought it was the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay, all right. So here's Michelle's joining us for this section. Okay.
I actually
So,
knew about the unicorn.
I'm gonna give 3 facts
Okay.
that I found on a special facts website. I thought I was the one that was supposed to be giving people to think about, so I did this research. Okay.
Excuse me. I just have to say, Michelle, that your husband is
You
a.
can't really. Can you hear her?
No. What?
Well, take out your headphones.
All right.
No, but
Okay. Oh wait, now I can't hear you. Now you have to change the microphone. Oh, up. He went mute. He went mute. Yes to Sal. Okay, Sue, I see that you said yes to salamander. Oh, okay. Hold on, guys. Rabbi Aaron, Marta says she was married to a crazy Scotsman. That's interesting. Just give her one of the ear up. You have to go up to Zoom and change the sound now. We can't hear you yet. Jonathan, you need to go up to Zoom preferences and make sure the microphone is on your headphones now. Sorry, guys. Kyle, who is Kyle? Is this my friend Kyle? You're a friend of ours if you're on here, but Kyle, not in that ear. He's if you're stuck in the desert, yes to salad. Oh yes, that is very true. Sue Brucker, if you are stuck in the desert, you can eat a salamander. I totally agree with that. Not in that air. You're mute. Maybe you're muted. Are you muted? Oh gosh, things just went really far downhill right now because we can't hear him. We still can't hear you at all. Sorry guys, give us a second. In the meanwhile, also start writing your questions.
Oh, you can hear me now.
Now I can.
Yay!
So Kyle, he says, tell them to use the opposite ears for maximum. Now you can just give her one of your
Yeah,
things.
now you can do this.
But there we go. Now we can hear. All right. I forgot what we were going to ask Michelle. But Michelle, put it on the ear close. Oh, you can't.
yeah, but I thought.
Which side?
She can't. She has to put it on that.
Who cares?
Inner, not opposite. Kyle is giving us some great. You
Everyone
guys,
take it easy, okay? We're good. We can both hear
but
you.
you
and that's
guys,
all
you're
that
both
matters.
using it from the farthest. You could put it in between.
Just tell me
Oh
what you
my
wanna
God.
say.
What do you want to ask her? I'll transpose the question.
Michelle, we were just gonna say.
We were going to say,
What has been the most. Here's my question for you. What has been a new practice that you've taken
what's
on
been a new
during
practice you've taken on during this coronavirus?
cherry
time?
Jonathan, take the left one out and give it to her.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Why does she have to be so controlling?
That's the way Lizzie is.
Yes, exactly. Okay, Michelle, what has
Chair
been
yoga. The
a
chair
prac-
yoga. The
Oh,
chair
that-
yoga. Yeah.
you want to
Michelle,
continue
Michelle typically did not use chairs.
Yeah.
so that's something you're going to want to continue at post pandemic.
I've had to
Yeah.
buy 3 chairs over this time because this chair I'm sitting on, we had to just buy because now she's
Okay,
finally
our
ready.
biggest
25
fan,
years.
Kyle, is very pleased that you figured out the headphones. So it's not just me.
Oh boy. All right.
All right, are
Okay,
you ready for your next facts?
Yeah. Are they ready? Are you ready? Okay. I'm gonna give you I'll give you 4 facts. One of them is not true.
Okay, and also Sharon has a very important question from Michelle.
She knows everything.
Yeah. What is
said-
it?
Michelle, how did you get yeast? I'm assuming for your challahs.
How did you get yeast for your challahs?
I don't understand why it's a problem for everybody,
Yeah.
but I also have so much yeast.
She has
I
a
had-
lot. And by the way, she
Prior.
has a
Don't-
black market yeast guy
Yeah,
who comes
exactly.
by like once a week and throws some yeast up on the door so we don't
I
touch
thought
it.
about
Oh,
it.
this is so nice. Marta is offering to give you yeast, Sharon.
Sharon, you got your yeast.
All right,
Okay,
we're
good.
ready. You're going to give us 4
Okay.
facts.
Here's 4 facts. One of them is not true.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to give you one just as a tease. This one is true. I just thought you might find it interesting.
Okay.
The American College, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, otherwise known as MIT, and both the Schlechters went to MIT.
I had no idea. Huh.
Yes, they did. Deems certain students who take courses in pistol marksmanship, archery, sailing, and fencing are certified pirates. Yes.
What?
Wait, so the Schlechters
if
are
you wanna-
pirates. Oh no, they didn't.
Well, they didn't. I don't think Scott took sailing, so no. Okay, here we go. Now, so it's those kinds of things. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
1, Viagra,
Oh gosh. Yes.
when dissolved in water, can make cut flowers stay erect for up to a week longer than they usually would.
So if Sharon Baumgold is on here, she will tell you that I shared that fact at my first Think About It Thursdays.
Oh, forget that one then. Artist Salvatore Dali. Do you know who Salvatore Dali is?
I hope so.
He would often get out of paying for drinks and meals by drawing on the check, making them priceless works of art and therefore uncashable. Okay, so that's one. Salvatore Dali would draw on his checks.
Oh wait, are we now on the true or false? Like one of
Yes,
these is
yeah, now we
okay.
are. That first one, thank God.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we are. So did he write on personal checks so that people wouldn't cash them and he wouldn't lose money? That's one.
All right.
Surgeons who play video games at least 3 hours a week perform 27% faster and make 37% fewer errors.
Well, I don't know. My dad certainly never played video games, and he was a pretty intricate surgeon.
Did
Okay.
he? Okay, all right. So 27% faster and makes 37% fewer errors. When written down, the word almost is the longest word in the English language to have all of its letters in alphabetical order.
Wow.
Next. So that's, I have artist Salvatore Dali would
Okay.
would draw on the checks so that he would.
Wait, hold on. Just to make sure that people understand, one of these is false.
One of these is false. I have one more.
Okay.
One of them is not true.
Okay.
Salvador, all right, I'll go do the last one and then we'll go back.
Okay, I'll see if I can remember them.
Okay. When people are struck by lightning,
Mhm.
the mark that appears on their affected area afterwards looks like an intricately detailed silhouette of a willow tree and is known as lightning tree or sometimes lightning flower. This occurs due to the delicate capillaries rupturing beneath the skin from the shock of the electric discharge.
Whoa.
So either when written down, the word almost is the longest in the English language to have all of its letters in alphabetical order. Surgeons who play video games for at least 3 hours a week perform 27% faster and 37% fewer errors. If you're struck by lightning, you have a detailed silhouette of a willow tree on you, or Salvatore Dali would get out of paying for drinks and meals by drawing on his checks.
Okay, so people are taking votes. So do me a favor, write in. I see Kyle's already ahead on this, but write in which one you think is fake.
Yeah, it's the which one's fake.
Which one is fake? Now,
I will admit it's rather subtle.
Kyle says the lightning one is fake. It sounds way too smart to be true. Okay,
That one
Sherry
was the
also
longest
says lightning's false. Jay also says lightning one is fake. So let's see who else on here. There's almost 20 people on here. Let's
I'm not telling you, they're still guessing.
Sue Brucker says the Dolly one,
Salvador Dali
is fake.
That's because
Sharon
she's an
says,
artist. That's why she's saying that.
Sharon says surgeons is fake. Karen says lightning is fake. All right.
Okay, you want to know the answer?
Wait, should I take a guess?
Yeah, take a gander. You can't eat gander, by the way. It's not kosher.
I mean, I want to say surgeons, but I see some part of that because, like, also Karen says almost is one of many words in alphabetical order.
It's the longest word in the English language.
says,
to
yeah,
have all of its
Paul said
letters
it's
in
the
alphabetical
longest.
order. Right.
All right. Are you ready? Let's count down from 10. Marta says almost is not true, that one's
I
fake.
did have, but I could use more. Which one?
Marta says that almost is the fake one.
Okay.
All right. 10. 9. Kyle, I believe the video game one because video games help improve hand-eye coordination. Karen, many of the same length. Lisa says lightning. Sharon says, I changed my mind.
Come whenever you imitate Sharon, she's always frantic.
She's probably not. You know, she's sitting in her library.
I know. She's very calmly sitting there.
I know. I just, in her head, that's how I feel like it is. Okay, Sharon, we love you. All right. Here we go, Jonathan.
I think a lot of you got it right, but for the wrong reason. Indeed, almost is the longest word in the English language. Surgeons who play video games, I'm sorry, Mark, they do perform faster and with fewer errors. And Salvatore Dali did indeed do that. The correct one that is incorrect is that when people are struck by lightning, the affected area appears as a silhouette of a willow tree. But what's wrong is it's not a willow tree, it's a fern tree. But that is true. When you're struck by lightning, it is a silhouette of a fern tree, and it's known as lightning tree.
Wait, and where does it show up on your skin?
Wherever you're hit by your lightning.
Wow.
I always thought you were automatically killed if you're hit by lightning, but maybe
I have to say, I need to look up what a fern tree looks like. I know what a willow tree looks like. Ferns are longer.
A fern tree is like a bush, like a little fern bush, like a Christmas tree is a fern tree.
A lot of so what's interesting is Sue, like going back, Sue thought that the Salvatore Dali one was fake. But so that would be interesting. Like, I wonder how famous he was before that started working.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I have one last one that's freaky that I didn't include that I thought that Sharon would really appreciate.
Sherry?
Sharon.
Okay, Sharon.
In 1969, a musician named Jim Sullivan, he recorded an album called UFO, which featured strange lyrics about leaving his family and being abducted by aliens. Sullivan disappeared 6 years later without a trace, the only piece of evidence being his abandoned car found on a desert road.
Wait, is this is true? Oh.
That's scary, isn't it? Didn't you get chills when you hear that? I get chills. Yeah, that's true. Can you imagine he records an album called UFO and then he's never heard from again and his car is abandoned on a desert road?
Sue says, whoa.
That's
also,
freaky.
Kyle, I think you're referring to the lightning strike. He said, but that's like a tattoo for free when you get a first.
Exactly. It is. It is.
Also, Sherry wrote true in Mexico.
That's where that guy was? He was in Mexico? It doesn't say where he was. It doesn't say where he was.
All right, so let's do like one more thing. I think, Rabbi Aaron, if you are available, that now that we got this going, you should join us for part 2 next Thursday. What do you think?
What do you mean, part 2? Like me? I'd have to look at my calendar to see whether I'm.
All right, let's look at your calendar. Let's make a commitment to the.
Actually, Sherry, take a look at my calendar.
Sherry, is Rabbi Aaron available to do Think About It Thursdays next Thursday at 10 a.m. again?
Why, Lizzie, you like that I had all those questions and you didn't have to research them?
Yeah, I mean, I was sweating coming up with questions and then I didn't need any of them. But this was fun. I actually think that YouTube, the response, the way to get on this is much faster. I don't know what you guys think. Let us know how you think the YouTube chat window went. I think we're going to be switching for our services to YouTube. He says, Sherry says, yes, let me check. Wait. She says, wait. Sharon says this was so much fun. We're sorry. I actually just have to apologize on Rabbi Aaron's busy schedule. You are free, Jonathan. Sherry, will you please add this to Rabbi Aaron's schedule? Because another time slot taken. You are free. Oh, meaning you can't just sleep. Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock.
Sherry, you're funny.
I haven't slept
No,
till 10
because
in the
you
morning.
remember we said that you slept all day until
Oh
meditation.
yes, I'll wake up for it.
She said, phew.
I'll
And
wake
then
up
I'm
for it.
salting it.
I have to talk quieter though, because there's people in the house that are working and they're yelling at me that I'm talking.
Also, Sharon says she would like to see the Aaron pet dog. I'll get Amos, and maybe we'll end. Do you know where Griffin is?
Where's Griff?
Here's
All right,
Amos.
I'll get him.
Okay. Amos is never very far away. Say hi, everybody. Say hi.
It's Amos and Griffin.
Hi, Michelle. There's Amos. He's like, get my face out of the camera. There's Griffin. Oh, they said, aw.
The fact is, Griffin seriously does sleep like that. He sleeps pretty much 23 hours a day, and there's a half hour when he gets up. And the half hour time when he gets up is when I lead meditation. And he comes and he eats right next to me, and he's like, see, he hates this. He hates this.
Amos is very cute. So is Griffin. All these people are loving the dogs.
This is my Griffin.
This is my Amos. Amos has had a very tough transition to this kind of life. Griffin was always home. Amos, however, was never home. So this has been a big transition for this dog. Okay, so we're going to see you next Thursday. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, press subscribe right now, because then you'll actually get an email and it'll say we are live on YouTube. And the good thing about doing on YouTube is that way people who don't have Facebook can also access this. Also, the chat feature is very quick and the delay is, So always go to our Temple Manual Facebook page, and either we'll be live right there or it'll say join us live on YouTube. Rabbi Aaron, any closing words or a weird fact that you want to share to close?
Did you know that the average Israeli eats about 10 liters, like 2.6 gallons of ice cream per year, compared to 6.2 liters per capita in Italy, the home of gelato?
What about United States? Are we more or less?
They didn't say that. It didn't say that in the question. I literally have 50 things about Israel that I could have gone into, but I'm not going.
That would have, had we planned that, it would have been great for Yom Ha'atzmaut.
Well, that's why I actually did those, and then you started talking
I
about
know.
other things, and I forgot.
All right, let's see if
Which is
anybody else
typical.
has some last parting words.
I will say one last thing. If you feel like your prayers are not answered, just know that each year 1,000 letters are written to Jerusalem, and they're addressed to God. So if you don't think God is answering, God gets 1,000 letters a year. It's really hard to answer all of those. You have to put every one of the answers carved in stone.
Only 1,000 a
It takes
year?
long time.
1,000 a year? That's not so many.
1,000 letters arrive in Jerusalem every year addressed to God.
Wow.
Well,
Mark,
not everyone
this will
thinks
be
God
useful
lives in
trivia
Jerusalem,
if we ever get to a cocktail party again.
Exactly.
You know what? Okay. So we are going to sign off. Thank you, Rabbi Aaron.
Thank you.
We will see you next week for part 2 trivia. Again, check out our Facebook. We want to thank everyone for being here. Sharon said how many notes in the Western Wall. We're going to have to look that up and find out how many notes are put into the Western Wall every year. That would be
I don't have that. But I do know, Sharon, that the city of Beersheba has the highest number of chess grandmasters per capita in the world.
Okay.
And that Jerusalem's Mount of Olives is the world's oldest continuously used cemetery.
And with that, think about it Thursdays. See you next week at 10 a.m.
Think about it.
Think about it.